people aren't Jews. I want you to know that you have support here by tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands of brothers and sisters who relate to you. I want you to know that I had over 40 congregations in Nigeria. I have congregations in Cameroon. We have congregations in Ghana. We have congregations in Kenya. I want you to know that we are there to support you, and we are there to support our Ethiopian brothers and sisters. We're there to support the state of Israel, but we're also there very much to support you and to support the Ethiopian community there. And I, as a person born here, raised here, who has seen discrimination of our people in this country, do not want to see our people of African descent, the Beth Israel, discriminated against in any way, shape, form, fashion in the land of Eretz Israel, which is supposed to be the land that welcomes Jews back home. And it doesn't say you have to be a Jew like me, but that you are a Jew. And so that's what we want to see, and that's what we're promoting, and that's what we're pushing.
Thank you so much. Thank you. We do. I'm very happy to hear that, Rabbi, for me, because it's very important that we have supporters in Nigeria, Cameroon, Ghana, everywhere. We Ethiopian Jews, we are very proud who we are. It's very important, and we have Judaism. We celebrate Judaism 2,500 years, and we weren't tired. We weren't. We just were proud of being who we are, even though the Italian time in Ethiopia, they were looking for the Jews who lived in Ethiopia. I remember my late father was telling me about it. And we do support, we are happy to see we have supporters everywhere here in the United States, in many other countries, which is very important. We are the only representatives of African descent in Israel, representing the African people.
Yes.
Which is wonderful, we are very proud to do that. I don't say discrimination. It's discrimination in Israel, if you ask me, it's not coming from the government. It's not because I work for the government. It's coming from the people. In many ways, maybe people doesn't like other colors. It was with the Yemenite Jews and the Yemenite Jews, and it was between Ashkenaz and Sephardic Jews. It was everywhere all the time. When you immigrate for the first time, there are problems. When I see so many successful stories, maybe it's not coming to the United States, but we have a wonderful, successful Ethiopians in the army, doctors, lawyers, and everywhere. The media doesn't bring that. Now we have this organization called Olim Beyachad, which is working to show the positive side of the Ethiopian immigrants in Israel, because most of the media is showing if someone private daycare doesn't accept the Ethiopian kids, maybe it's the problem of socio-economy. We have to, I'm telling you as an Ethiopian, because of our background, now we are getting a good education and become like other Israelis. Before that, you have to understand our background in Ethiopia. It's not somebody's mistake. It was not mandatory to send your kids to school, all of the kids. I was very lucky to grow up in a family which they were ready to send all the kids to school. But most of the families, they send their kids whenever they decide to send them. When I was in first grade, I had students going with me in a class, 16 years old, first grade. I was 5 years old when I started school. And someone 16 years old was sitting with me in the class because the parents decide to send him when he was 16, or they don't send them. So we have to see that. The parents, maybe they don't read and write. It's not nobody's fault. It was the system of living in Ethiopia. They have to be a farmer, not to be a professor, not to be educator. It was the system. When we arrived to Israel, developed country, we have to work very hard to bring these people to education, to send them to schools. Sometimes in Israel you can find, when he's 12 years old, he has to be in 6th grade, and they send them without knowing anything. So someone has to work on that, to bring them to be at the Israeli level. So we have to understand that this is the background that we brought from Ethiopia. Now the second generation is getting better and better. We see more educated people, more kids are going, all the kids have to go to school. And different organizations are working with them to bring them to the Israeli or to other immigrants. We have to understand all the background when we speak about Ethiopian. I don't see any discrimination from the government, if you ask me. It's from people. I don't care. I'm laughing on these people. I can tell you a story. About 6 months ago, I was in Israel visiting my family, and I was standing to wait to my niece who was working for the finance minister, and somebody came to me and asked me, "Are you looking for a job to clean the offices?" I said, "Why?" If you are looking for a job. I said, "Thank you very much. I'm not looking for a job." Thank you for asking me. I was laughing with this person. I don't pay any attention to that. We don't have to pay any attention to that. We have to promote, we have to work very hard. Okay? If we don't work, we as Ethiopians, if we are not working very hard to show to the other society that we can do it, nobody is going to work for us. So we have to work very hard. That's always I'm calling to my colleagues, my Ethiopian colleagues. We can be everywhere. We have doctors, professors. As I told you, we are working now with the Olim Beyachad. Olim Beyachad means immigrants together. We are working in a positive stories to show the Israeli society to the other societies that we can do it. We can work very hard and we can be like everybody. I was an ambassador, the first Ethiopian around the world. When I present my credentials, the Ethiopian president told me it was my dream. He was 89 years old and he was in a wheelchair. It was my dream to see Ethiopian born coming back to be an ambassador. And thank God that was Israel who just chose me to be an ambassador. So, thank you. There are so many Ethiopians living in the US, living everywhere. Nobody went back to be an ambassador until now. And I present my credentials speaking in Amharic.
Ambassador, we are delighted. I heard on the news